Kavi. Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. It was in high school when I was studying in class 12 that I went to a dance party with my friend at Club Platinum at Yaganeti Hotel. And there we saw two of the guys sitting on a couch and they're enjoying their cigar like anything. They're blowing it on the fire. And at that time, I found it quite disgusting because they were smoking in the public place. That's what I thought of. But my friend Raju, who was quite influenced by the cigar and the smokers as well, maybe because of their tattoos. So he started smoking, and what he said was like, as we entered out of the dance party, he asked me to get him a cigarette, and influenced with him, I also went there and we bought a cigarette. Both of us, we shared the first ever cigarette of mine as well as his life. And dear Toastmasters and guests, believe me that that cigarette happened to be one of the most costly things in his life. Influenced with the smokers, he started asking the class teacher for a break every 1 hour. He started asking the teacher for a washroom break every 60 minutes. And what he used to do is, he used to run out of the class, go to a nearby kirana shop, and he used to ask the shopkeeper if they've got a cigarette. And he just used to keep it in his mouth, and he used to light it up, he used to smoke half, and he used to throw the rest on the floor. He didn't bother at all about doing it. And research shows that this is how young people at late teenage start smoking. The research conducted by American Heart Association says that people start getting prone to smoking at the age of 16 to 17. And do you know what percent of the overall youth in USA is getting prone to that? It's more than 67%. It's 67.6% of the youth that is regarded as 17 years of age till 35 years of age by the foundation. And they say that they are getting prone to smoking because of fashion and getting influenced by their peers. And in case of Nepal as well, I tried asking a few of my friends. I asked to 10 of them, and 7 of them said that they started smoking because they just wanted to try it once. And they got habituated to it, and 4 of them are now like chain smokers. They at least need 10 cigarettes per day. That is why I really wanted to know about smoking. And the sad part with my friend was, after 7 months of starting to smoke, he really got into it. And when I was about to leave my high school, we're taking our examinations of class 12, and he was admitted to the hospital. Doctor at the Narvik Hospital said that he had a serious problem of tuberculosis. So he had to be hospitalized for 3 months, and he missed out the exam. Just think of the cost that my friend had because of smoking. And I really tried knowing what smoking is. The American Heart Association defines smoking as the process of burning the tobacco and inhaling the smoke out of it. Smoking is generally done through the smoking of cigarette, while it is not only limited to the manufactured cigarette, but also to the cigarette in which the raw tobacco is rolled up in the rolling paper. And WHO, the World Health Organization, says that cigarette smoking and smoking is more prevalent in the developing part of the world in different methods, like through pot smoking, through pipe, through hookahs, and even through BDs. And these account to a greater share of the smokers, and this is more risky as well. The World Health Association has recently brought out a report in 2013 saying that 6 billion, a whole lot of 6 billion people die presently because of smoking related diseases annually. And if the trend goes on in a similar way, it will increase to 8 billion people dying annually, 8 million people dying annually by the year 2030. And the case in Nepal is also the same. Can you imagine 15,000 people dying a year just because of the smoking related diseases? That's happening in Nepal. When I talked to Dr. Pandey at Nordic Hospital, what she said was, smoking is the major cause of the cardiovascular diseases, and around 17% of the cardiovascular diseases has been a result of smoking. And it has been more in the females, and females in Nepal are born to second-hand smoking rather than the primary smoking. So second-hand smoking is something that you got something that you got born to when you sit next to or when you are sitting in the surrounding of a smoker where someone is smoking. So 30% of the total expenses that Nepalese government has been investing in the health sector is going into the recovery of smoking related diseases. And out of the total insurance cost that the person has to pay for insuring his or her life, smokers have to pay an additional insurance cost of 50 to 60%. And one more thing that the US Department of Health has brought about is that the secondary smokers, they are more prone to diseases than the healthy ones by 50 to 60% in all. And the 40% of the overall spending of the American government is also on the prevention of smoking related diseases. So can you just think of the cost that has been incurred by the humanity because of the smoking and smoking related diseases? Just think, when you go for buying a cigarette, there are things to keep in mind. You need to keep yourself safe first, then you should think about your surrounding, your society, and finally you should think about this.
Mahatma Gandhi says,